One of the rites of spring is determining when you put down your pre-emergent herbicide to prevent crabgrass and other annual grassy weeds. It's one of our most asked questions, and I'm pleased today to be able to talk to you a little bit about how to maximize the efficiency of that herbicide application. There are a number of ways you can do that. A commonly accepted way for years was the use of plant phenology of ornamentals. For example, when forsythia blooms, that's often when people say, okay, it's time to get your pre-emergence herbicide down. Data as well as scientific research shows that that's often not going to be right. More frequently than not, it'll be an application too early, which will result in not season-long control. So I'm not a big fan of plant phenology. Some of you are, and some of the lawn care companies go abide by that rule, but the reality of it is that's questionable based on the number of different plants out there, number of different varieties. So no, I would not say that plant phenology is the way to go. Some people go by ambient temperature. In Nebraska, we've had ambient temperatures up into the 70s and low 80s as early as February. So if you start using ambient temperature, that's a little more problematic as well, because soil temperatures are much more buffered, they don't increase at the same rate, and they don't react to a sunny, bright, high temperature day like the ambient air does. So no, ambient temperature doesn't really work that effectively. Finally, there's soil temperature. And there are a number of ways to get soil temperature. One of the primary ways is simply using a small handheld thermometer and sticking it at the ground at a 2-inch depth. There are a number of different thermometers out there. As a matter of fact, you may have one in your drawer that you use for testing meat in the smoker or on the barbecue grill that may work perfectly for you. They have analog ones, which are obviously okay, but the trouble is they don't really have the precision that you would like. The digital ones are far better. They're easy to read, they turn on and off, and if you replace batteries, they're going to work almost indefinitely. So we prefer the digital type thermometers for measuring soil temperature. Finally, there's ways to get soil temperature online. You look at the website down at the bottom of this, and it'll take your soil temps across the state of Nebraska. And for those of you in neighboring states, you can use the closest weather station to get that number, and it'll record soil temperatures. One of the shortcomings, however, of that soil temperature online information is it's at 4 inches. We prefer for crabgrass germination, you use a 2-inch temperature probe, depth of your temperature probe, so that you can maximize the opportunity to accurately predict when the crabgrass is going to germinate. Crabgrass germinates as well as goosegrass and foxtail and others when soil temperatures get to about the 60 to 70 degree Fahrenheit. We want the pre-emergent herbicide to go down before that. So our magic number is 3 to 4 days in sequence with an average soil temperature of 55 degrees, and you're good to go. So use that soil temperature to maximize the efficiency of your pre-emergent application, and you'll be a lot happier late summer when the crabgrass usually gets away from you.